A note with bougainvillea, irises, clematis, more irises and macaws in the background, some other irises there, and the bamboo, which is just getting more leaves. This note is on Jagten, aka The Hunt, with the excellent Mads Mikkelsen and Bo Larsen. These are the two actors I know. Bo Larsen has been in the cast for Festen, on which I have made a note a few, I was going to say a few weeks ago, but it might not be more than 10 days. Mads Mikkelsen is the hero, Lucas, and he is a teacher who is accused of harassment or even child abuse. And that's of course terrible. And this very good film, Oscar, Academy Award nominated, and winner of so many prestigious prizes, is a reflection, is an invitation to think about what this means. Because of course on one hand we have probably the most terrible thing man generally will do, and that is harass, inflict pain, abuse children. And you stop, I mean, I stop in my tracks when I think about this, and I don't know what to say more than it's terrible, outrageous, should be punished, and well, eliminated, it's impossible. But then the invitation to contemplate the subject can be productive in the sense that I'm thinking now of Louis C.K., who addresses the issue in comedy, no less, saying and making a good point by saying that mă enervezi, that I'm going to be a child abuser. This is a sort of the child to me, but I'm going to use the water cannon if he keeps trying to destroy the net. This net, I mean, or my hand or my shirt. My hand is anyway torn by his terrible clothes. Returning, I'm sorry for that. Talking of children and what they do, they drive you crazy. I have some, and I'm not a fan of children. I have quite a number across the tortilla curtain in the back there. There's some people from the minority, and I understand they lack education. They don't know any better, it seems, and even if they're destitute, they keep having more and more babies. They gather, I don't know, their colleagues, friends, I'm being mean now, members of the gang, and they keep having intercourse and children. And therefore, the, I don't know, 39 adults in the hunt, Jagten there, and 10 children plus 15 babies, and there's a continuous crying. And anyway, returning to Jagten and child abuse, it has different forms. Isn't this a form of child abuse? Makes you wonder. I sometimes think so, and I'm very near, and maybe I eventually call and report somehow. But then on the other hand, it's not good to be doing that. This is their way of life. This is their philosophy. The more children, the better. Even in America in the South, many seem to think God said procreate, and therefore they stopped funding. They want to stop, or they did now with the repealing the Obamacare and wanting to family planning to have it, or funding, cutting funding for that. Isn't that a form of child abuse? Because children will be born, and they will be born in terrible circumstances, and there you have it. Is that a good life? Anyway, I'm sorry. Returning, the professor Lucas is accused by Clara, a little girl, that he abused her. But I don't want to use a spoiler alert. I don't want to say what happens. I will leave it at this. Mă enervez, te tot frești pe mâna mea. Is this true? Or isn't it? And if it isn't, what happens to the life of the man who is accused? Isn't it destroyed? And for a lie? Children have a tendency to invent things. I know one from that way. She lives that way. Accused the guy from around here that tried to grab her or something, to kiss her. He says it was just on the kiss. He's the husband of a teacher. It's hard to say where the truth lies. The film is very good. Even if they hunt, and hence the name, and I hate hunters.